How official. Well, welcome everyone. We're really happy to have you guys on this call. And, we know Sunday afternoon is maybe a little hit and miss for people, but there's so much activity and there are so many people joining now. We have some new people on board here and we just really wanted to get something together for everybody to get people started off correctly and to just understand the financial opportunity that we have with this company. Somebody else coming on board here? Oh, okay.
No.
Um, uh, so, you know, Terry and I collaborated, my goodness, I don't know. We're coming up to maybe 8 months ago we met.
Yep.
And and you know, we just we have such a great friendship and business relationship. And Terry's not in my financial, I'm not in his team. And that just shows a lot about what we have here because we really all work together for the common goal of helping people with the patches that we have. So now Terry does an incredible presentation on the how to build a worldwide distribution network of people. And he put this presentation together himself. It's phenomenal. He's done it for many people in my team. And I asked him if he could do it for us today. And he so generously agreed to that. Terry was the second associate ever to join Vox Life. And Kevin Duguay is on here as well. Thank you for joining us, Kevin. Kevin is Terry's sponsor. Kevin was the very first associate to join, what, 10 years ago, Kevin? No, yeah. And so Terry is an MVP in the company, and he's just a phenomenal trainer and leader and coach. And it really is a pleasure and honor to introduce him and to have him go through the presentation with you guys. So let me pass it over to Terry, and it's all yours.
Well, thanks very much, Carolyn. Wow, that's way more than I needed. I was just going to be happy with, hey, this is Terry, my friend. That's what John Maxwell
Here's
says.
Terry.
That's what John
My,
Maxwell says.
yeah, my name is Terry St. Allen, and I'm your friend. So I would have been happy with that. But thank you so much. No, Carolyn is a wonderful, wonderful person, a very, very caring person, and I feel I'm the same way too. And I don't care whether people are linked to me financially or not. I want to just be a good person. I want to be a servant leader, and I want to help everybody get what they want out of this business. And so those that want to, build a financial reward system, then as I've done, because my background is not network marketing, my background is actually family business. But I was very, very intrigued with the network marketing. My dad passed away in 2012, and things sort of went awry as things do when the patriarch dies. And so it was a tough time, and I was looking at getting out of the toxicity of what I was in with 300 employees and so on. And I'm like, I don't want to start a new manufacturing company. I don't want to start a new trucking company, which we had, and I don't want to start a new wide format digital printing business. So what could I do? And so my son introduced me to network marketing because he was worried about my stress level, and he was buying protein from a network marketing company, and they had an adaptogenic drink that helped with cortisol, and cortisol can be dangerous from a stress standpoint. So really, I got involved because my son was concerned about me and introduced me to the products, which I'm very, very grateful for him for loving me enough and caring enough about me to open that door. And then eventually, I saw it as an opportunity. Um, I've been a friend of Jay's since 2008. Kevin and I met in 2015. Kevin and I have become best friends as Carolyn and I are growing. And to me, I tell you that because to me, I believe that's the success in what we're doing here. We're making friends and sometimes lifelong friends. And to me, what other what other profession out there allows you to do that in such a profound way? when you can help somebody with their physical challenges, help them with their mental challenges, and then give them an opportunity to show them a way to help themselves with a financial windfall. And so what I have done is I put this together. It's taken me a while to sort of analyze what I did to get to the top, one of the top people in this company. And I sort of did it by accident, I think, because I wasn't really focused on the financial side. I was focused on helping people, and I was focused on trying to learn the profession and understand what it takes. Like in any business, my dad being an entrepreneur, he was, he was relentless to a fault. And, he only had grade 9 education and built, 4 amazing companies because he failed to quit. But the one thing that my dad always told me when I was growing up is he said, son, we've got some pretty good businesses here. We might not have the best procedures, but if we focus on sales volume, we can fix anything. So I want you to remember that. Never, ever underestimate the power of sales volume, because that's what cogs the wheel. That's what greases the axle. So that's what I sort of did my presentation on. So I'm just going to share my screen here. Everybody see that okay?
Yep.
Great. Okay. So let me just go to here. So this is my theory. This is what I've done. I'm not saying that anybody has to agree with this. I'm just giving you what I did, that from a business standpoint, from 30 years in family business, understanding and building the premise on sales cures everything. And make no mistake about it, in this company, Super Patch, any network marketing company, or any business in the world, you're paid on sales volume. The company's employees are paid based on sales volume. You're paid, people that own variety stores, beauty shops, shareholders, they're all paid based on the power of sales volume. So what I normally do, this is what I do when I'm qualifying a person that's interested in this business opportunity, because I truly believe that you have to qualify your person that's interested, because you got to find out whether they A, want to be a customer, whether they B, want to be a wholesale associate that just wants to buy product at the best price and maybe share it with a few people. You have to determine whether they're practitioner, whether the practitioner wants to or is allowed to build a business depending on where they are, or whether they just want to get a practitioner account to buy the products at the best price for them. And then you have the builders that truly want to understand the business and want to make, a financial living out of this, to either replace a job, replace a situation. And one of the things that we have to understand with the Super Patch business, or any other network marketing business for that matter, is what is the business opportunity? Aside from, what the stats are, what the market opportunity is, what is the opportunity? What are we building? And so I'm going to get you, if you write this down, make no mistakes about it. You've all heard the word duplication. We've all heard the word, duplicate this, duplicate that. And I'm suggesting that a lot of people don't know what they're supposed to duplicate. They may think they're duplicating the right thing, but they struggle a bit, so they don't necessarily do anything. And so it almost seems like they're lazy. It almost seems like they don't want to do it, but they don't really have a game plan or a path to go on what to duplicate. So what I want you to write down is what we are building. The business opportunity here, make no mistakes about it, is to build a worldwide distribution network of thousands and thousands of people that are all buying and or selling a little bit of product every month, and we get paid on those people. That's the business opportunity. That's exactly what Jay Dollywall, the owner of the company, is doing. He's building a worldwide distribution network of people, of which I am one, of which Carolyn is one, of which Kevin is one, Elaine, Vince, you're all becoming part of Jay's worldwide distribution network. However, we are all at the top. We are the CEOs of our own business. So we ourselves are going to build and duplicate what Jay's doing. In 2 years, it brought in over $100 million in sales for Jay by building a worldwide distribution network. So I'm going to suggest to you that you focus on that as what the business opportunity is. Okay. So what I normally do in a presentation is I go through, this is our compensation plan at a glance. And what it really does is it just basically goes through and shows you the different ranks: associate, senior associate, team leader, director. And as you hit these ranks based on sales volume, because you can see where it says TGQV, total group qualifying volume on the left in the gray there, it shows you what volume you have to have. And then above, it shows the qualified legs that you have to have. So there's both structure and sales volume in order to hit ranks. But I tell people when I present this, I don't want you to get too concerned about ranks, because if you're okay with not having the pat on the back that says attaboy or attagirl, and you concentrate on sales volume, you will get it in spades. You will get it in spades. So I basically just go through the comp plan to show this as, you know, your level 1, level 2, level 3, the bonuses that are paid, the percentages that are paid, to ultimately take you down to, you know, the lower levels where you have actually generation bonuses. You actually get into the executive super bonus on original BV volume and so on. And then you can even get into the global leadership pool, which is 1% of a share of the whole company's BV, which is huge. So I don't spend a lot of time on this area, because what I've also discovered is that most top leaders in companies don't totally understand the comp plan. And they don't care, because what they're doing is they're concentrating on sales volume. And then I'm going to show you with this company the best way to teach you about sales volume. Okay. So I go through this, the second one, where this is basically the super patch rank bonuses. This is as you hit ranks, you join up in 3 months. If you hit team lead, there's $100 bonus for you on top of commissions. If in 5 months, if you hit the director rank, then there's $150. If you 9 months go to the managing director, there's a $500 bonus. Vice president, 2,000. Regional vice president, 5,000. And for vice president, regional vice president, and president, they're paid out in 2 payments. And then when you get above to the president rank, you're 50,000 and 100,000. The ironic thing about this, whoops, let me go back, is in these ranks, when you're paid, you can see the line that says bonuses, where it talks about the income bonus. Some of them you have 1 month and consecutive months. So if you look in the gray area on the left side of this thing, the grayed out area, you'll see consecutive months needed to achieve. So in other words, when you get to the vice president rank, is what Jay considers the true leadership of this company, you have to hit that volume rank, and you have to have a managing director for 3 consecutive months in order to achieve the bonus. Okay. So that's just a little thing that I go through with them as well. So now we get into, I talk to them about fast start bonuses. So the first rank of senior associate is you plus 2 people. You see you in this chart with 1 and 2. And so that hits you the first rank, okay? Which now opens the commission plan for you, okay? Now, if you add a third person to that, and that's why I'll show you that I work with 3, you really have to build 3 legs, because when you get to the higher ranks, they draw from 3 legs, okay? So if you get 3 people that enroll with a qualifying kit, we'll talk about that in a minute, in your first 30 days, you get what they call the hat trick bonus. You're paid on top of commissions from these people an additional $200. Now, if you teach those 3 to get 3 each, and that's a qualifying kit at enrollment. And they all get a qualifying kit. Then there's an additional $400. All associates and enrolling associates must enroll with an eligible kit, and you can see the compensation plans, or you can see in your back office when somebody enrolls, it says right on the kit what that this kit will qualify you for the All-Star or the hat trick and the All-Star bonus. So then we get in, here's the bonus. So if you enroll if you see here the 3 people, you get a hat trick bonus. Well, what the company just introduced is what they call the Super Patch Driver Bonus, where you enroll 3 new associates with the eligible enrollment kits. You not only get the hat trick bonus, but you get an additional $200 as well in that month of $200 called the driver bonus. So really what happens is back in this month here, if those 3 people signed up, those 3 people signed up, you actually get 200 plus the new bonus, which is $200. So there's 400 in the first 30 days, and there's another $400 bonus in the second 30 days. So you are not only making commissions, but you're making bonuses. Here's the cool thing. This $200 bonus is eligible every single month. So if you enroll 3 new people every month with a qualifying kit, you will get the extra $200 on top of commissions every single month. Okay. And so here's the cool thing that's on top of that bonus. If you get 3 people that get 2 are on what we call our smart chip, and they get 2 packs of patches on what we call our smart chip, which is our auto ship program. And you have those 3 people that you just signed up all on a smart chip program. The company then gives you, on top of the 2 that you're buying every month, what they call the Super Builder Bonus Reward. And that means the company gives you an additional 2 packs for free on top of the 2 that you're buying, provided that you and your 3 enrollments are all on a smart chip program. Okay, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a bit. So this just goes, I don't spend a lot of time on this because this goes back to the first comp plan. We talk about the different bonuses. That senior associate on level 1, you're paid a 6% based on the people underneath you. And then if you get to the team lead, you then get 11% and 4, which gives you a total of 15%. So senior associate and above on level 2, you get an additional 6% as well. So these bonuses are based on enrollment, not on placement level. So they're based on enrollment. Carolyn, I think somebody just joined. Maybe you can let them in from the waiting room. Can you see them there?
Yes, I can.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Thank you, Terry.
So the enroller bonuses are in addition to the level bonuses and spiff bonuses. And this is all just bonuses that you can make. But again, I want you to not to be too concerned about understanding this. Because to be honest with you, I didn't understand it in the beginning myself, but I just concentrated on sales volume. Let me just see here. Why is my computer frozen? Yeah, there it goes. It just unfroze. Sorry. Then I go into what you would make when you personally sponsor. This is just a chart to show what we have that you could make based on when you sign somebody up on the level bonus and the enroller bonus in column 1, let's say on a quick kit, because these are the kits that we have. You as a senior associate, which is you plus 2, you could on a level bonus make $8.32 commission on somebody buying a quick kit, and then your enroller bonus would be $12.48 when somebody signs up. So that's a total of $20.80 commission when somebody signs up with our lowest kit, which is our quick kit. If you go across, you'll see that anything above the team leader, which is enroller bonus TL plus, so it's team leader and above the ranks, it shows that your bonuses are greater than obviously staying at the senior associate rank. So the idea is to, get the senior associate rank to open up the comp plan, and then of course grow it from the senior associate to the team lead group, so that you can see the growth in the commissions that are paid when you sign somebody up. So if you look at somebody that bought our Momentum kit, which is 1949, we now have another kit that I got to update this slide, which is what we call our Flex kit, which is 1200 $12.99, and you can pick out 40 packs of patches of your choice. These kits here are all pre-packed kits. So if you look at you then at the Pan Am kit, the Omega, the Omni, and the Momentum kit, you're paid what they call a spiff. It's just a thank you bonus. Okay. So you'll end up having, a total, depending on whether you're a senior associate or whether you're a team leader, the difference is 270, 290. Or if you hit the team leader rank, which is our second rank in the company, you would be paid 350.85, which is a substantial difference for signing up one person. Okay. So let's go to the meat and potatoes here. This is what I call the meat and potatoes. To build any business, especially your super patch business, you have to know and accept your financial responsibility. Like any business, you have to know what your financial responsibility is for that business in order to grow it and in order to be profitable. So I put this together because basically what we are is we are a franchise. We are a franchise of Super Patch. We are going to duplicate what Jay has done by building a worldwide distribution network. Now, how's the fastest way to do it? The fastest way to do a presentation to business people is based on what you know, not what you don't know. What you don't know is how many people are going to buy a launch kit when they sign up, because as I said to you before, there's 4 categories of people that will be part of your worldwide distribution network. And that's people that just want to get an account so that they can buy product when they want at the best price. Then you also have customers, which you don't know, customers. Then you have, obviously, you have your healthcare practitioners that just want to buy product and use it in their clinics. They don't necessarily want to build a business, but it is available for practitioners to build. And then you have your business builders. So I look at every network marketing company in the world has an auto ship program, right? Because they're not going to pay people that are building the business if they're not using the products. Okay. They're not going to make them commission them. They're not going to pay commissions on somebody that's not using their product. So I look at our Smart Ship, which is just an auto ship program, no different than any other network marketing company. They all have an auto ship program of some sort, but I suggest to you that we call ours Smart Ship because it's for smart people. Okay. So everything that's shown in your back office is shown in retail value. Okay. So here's the thing. You join as an associate or a franchise owner for $40 plus an optional launch kit. And I do suggest that the launch kit is optional. All people are doing is by not buying a qualified launch kit, is taking themselves out of having a chance to qualify for any of the bonuses. Let me just see. I see James Cisco's trying to get in here. Can you see that, Carolyn? And you're muted, so I don't know. Got him?
Yeah, got him in. Thanks, Terry. Sorry, it's not coming up. I'm switched to my phone, so it's
Here, I can
okay.
go in. Just give me a second.
Yeah, no, I got him in.
Oh, you
He's
got him in?
there.
Okay, great.
Yep, yep.
Okay, so you join as an associate, bracket, I say a franchise owner, and for $40 and an optional launch kit. And the launch kits run from $299 to $1,999. So you commit, because you join and you want to build a business, you're a franchise owner, you commit to $90, which is your fixed overhead. That's 2 packs of patches. In your back office, everything is displayed. The numbers are all displayed as retail. So 90 is displayed as 120 retail in your back office because you buy the patches at $45, which is times 2 on a smart chip is $90. But 2 packs retail are 60 and 60, which is 120 retail. Now they pay about 66% on the team group qualifying volume that you'll see in your back office. But the essence of this is to just show you how quick your volume can grow just based on presenting it properly and having people commit to their 2 packs a month. We now actually have a 4-pack smart chip where you can get 4 and pay for 3. And if you had 3 people that were on a smart chip program as well, the company then gives you 2 more free packs. So if you're on the 4-pack smart chip, you get 1 for free. And then because you've got 3 people signed up that are also on a smart chip, the company rewards you with 2. So you're actually paying for 3 and getting 3 of your choice for free. So your cost per pack comes down to $22.50 plus tax. So it's a great, great way to buy. Okay, so 120 retail. There's what it shows over there on the right-hand side, 120 TGQV, which just stands for Team Group Qualifying Volume. So your first 30-day responsibility as a new business owner, you want to sell 3 franchises or people on the same deal that you just agreed to do. That's on a $90 smart chip, shown as 120 retail. So you now have 3 people, each at 120 is 360, and your own personal volume goes into the TGQV. So now on your first level, you've got 3 people signed up. You're now a senior associate. You're $480 in volume, not counting any kits, because any of those optional launch kits will go into the volume. Okay. So now you have the new 3 that you brought on, teaching them to sell 3 each. So now you've got 9 new franchises, bracket people, plus the 3 above. Now you've got a team of 12 and you're 2 levels deep in the comp plan. And you've created just on Smart Chip alone a volume of $1,560 in volume based on having 12 people, not counting any kits. Now, if each one of those 12 came in with a kit, and let's just say, 12 of those people that came in all bought the $299 kit, then you're looking at another $3,588 in sales volume that is spread between those 2 levels. Okay, because the 12 is now part of level 1 and level 2. So you're adding volume based on, and who knows, those people that you brought on might also have 5, 6, 7, 8 customers. But the problem is with presenting a business plan on how to build volume is customers you don't know. You might have 10, you might have 50, you might have 0. So I can't put it in to show you volume based on what I don't know. But what I do know is people agreeing to jump on a smart chip. So then you've got the new 9 selling 3 each is 27 franchises, people, plus the 12 above on level 2. Now you have a team of 39, you're 3 levels deep, and your volume just based on smart chip is $4,800. So I only do this 8 months. I think you get the picture, how it duplicates. And look at what the volume does. This is like compounding interest. Look at the volume after 8 months. After 8 months of presenting it properly and duplicating the fact that your financial responsibility as a fixed cost is only $90 a month, shown as 120 retail. So it's $90 a month to have the potential in your business to be making $25,000 to $30,000 a month. if it's presented properly. If people would accept their responsibility financially of $90 a month and present it well, you can see how the volume grows. Now, this demonstration is based on perfect duplication. And we all know that perfect duplication is possible, but very rare. So I look at it and say, when I'm presenting this business opportunity, I'm saying, do you think with the work effort that you're going to put in, that you could be 10% successful with this after 8 months? Just 10%. You work at it, be 10%. You present it properly. You're building your worldwide distribution network. You're finding builders. You're finding healthcare practitioners. You're finding people that just want to join, and you've qualified them that they just, want to get a wholesale account, an associate membership, so they can buy the product at the best price, and you have customers. Do you think that you could be 10% successful? Well, if you were 10% successful on the bottom number of 8 levels, 8 months, you'd be doing, let's say 81,000 or 1,181,900 or 80,920 is what it would be in perfect duplication. So you look at it and say, well, round it to 120,000 in volume. If you're doing $120,000 in volume, which is basically 10% success rate, not counting any kits or any customer sales based on a team of, say, 1,000 people. If you go up to level 6, the numbers are pretty close, 131 to 10% of the 1180,920. You're close to what you would be at level 6. Okay. So everything is 10%. And so I'm going to suggest between $120,000 and $130,000 in sales volume, you are making around $5,000, $4,000 to $5,000, depending on how you build your legs, in commissions. Okay, so you will have a passive income flow in 8 months of minimum of $5,000. Now, what happens if you were 20% successful of this, right? So I think you get the picture that we're building the sales volume based on what we know. And what we know is SmartShip. And as you build, you're not going to find, everyone's not going to be a builder. But if you can't present it right and you can't show people how to build volume on exactly what we know, which is SmartShip, we don't know how many customers we're going to get. We don't know how many people will just join to be a wholesale member. And we certainly don't know how many people will join us that are healthcare practitioners that we have joining every day. We literally have close to 10,000 practitioners. We can't count on that. I can't put these in the numbers. What I can put in here is show you how to build volume by presenting the business model of SmartShip and accepting your financial responsibility through fixed overhead. Everything else that you do in your business, whether you travel to meet somebody, whether you write off gas, whether you fly to another country, as we're going to be eventually open in 37 countries here coming very soon, we're in 32, that's all a variable expense. And that's your choice as a business owner. You are the CEO of your business once you enroll as a business owner, and that's the decision you make to be a business owner. You are the CEO of your business. The reason I believe that we have so many failures, such a high failure rate in network marketing, is because we run into what I call the blind leading the blind. Because people are enrolling people and the enroller doesn't even know what the business opportunity is. And so he can't present it, so they go around you. They're looking for leaders that can tell them what's the business opportunity. So inherently what happens is people don't make money, don't know how to build it, don't know what their financial responsibility is. So therefore, they're on to the next best thing, looking for diamonds in other fields. I can assure you, and please trust me when I say this, because I'm not a network marketer. I'm a business person that has learned how to build volume through presentation. Because we all have the capability of accepting a financial responsibility. We do it with mortgages. We do it with car payments. We do it with anything that we borrow money for. There's a payment. And I suggest that to make a large amount of money in this company, it's not in the selling, it's in the buying. You buy 2 packs, and then selling just becomes part of what you do. Selling and sharing patches. What you have to become is a professional technology sharer that's building a worldwide distribution network of people that are all buying and selling a little bit of product every month, and you get action on everything those people in your worldwide distribution network do. And that can be staggering. This is how people in the network marketing industry make $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a year. It's exactly how they do it. But let's be real. I'm going to go through some quick numbers here that let's say you signed up 3 people and you never did anything else. Well, the reality is, not counting the commissions, your smart chip is 2 packs of patches each month is 2 packs of 28 is $90 wholesale. Your shipping is actually $7.50. That's what it is in Canada. It's comparable in the US. Taxes are $12.68. So you have a total of $110.18 times 12 months. Your yearly franchise investment to become a franchise owner of the Super Patch without buying a kit, just committing to your smart chip. By not buying a qualifying kit, you just forego the bonuses. Your yearly franchise investment is $13.22.16. Now, you've signed up and you get 3 people on a smart chip because you're on a smart chip. Remember what I said, it's just our auto ship program that's for smart people. So there's 3 people that are on a smart chip. Now the company rewards you with 2 free packs on top of the 2 you're buying. So the 2 packs cost you nothing, but unfortunately you have to pay the shipping and the taxes on those 2 you have to pay the taxes on the shipping. So you got a total of $848 times 12 months is $101.76 is a true cost for your 2 free packs to get them to your door. Okay. Now we go down the next line where it says you can use the patches personally, give them away as samples, or sell them at retail. So let's just say hypothetically you took the 2 patches and you sold every pack you had, which is 24 packs, and you sold them at retail, which is 60 times 2 packs, 120 retail. You got $1,440 in revenue. Your yearly franchise fee above was $13.22.16 plus the $101.76 for the shipping on the free patches. So you have a total cost of $14.23.92, and you're selling the 24 packs that you got for free for $14.40 with doing absolutely very, very little. You're already in the black of $16.08 without calculating commissions for 3 people, without calculating in any customer sales. So I look at it and I tell people, if you don't feel that you can, buy a kit, let's say you bought the $1,000 kit or the $2,000, doesn't matter. If you don't think you can make back the $2,300, which includes a kit, or make back your 90, this may not be the business for you. But I can assure you, if you present it properly with the smart chip as the way to build your volume because it's what you know, and people accept that responsibility and just get 3 people and teach them how to get 3, then you will see nothing but success, and you will see your financial reward blossom by the end of 1 year. And I tell people, truly, if you're going to buy a business, you should really be fair to yourself, and not fair to me, fair to yourself, and give it a year with my help. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, and give yourself a fair shot, because you can have the opportunity here to build generational wealth. And I truly believe that, because our wearable technology is a blue ocean product. We have no competition, and our demographic is everyone in this planet that has a heart beating and a brain. We can help them with one of our 13 soldiers to date. So I'm going to just stop my share. I hope everybody enjoyed that. I hope that you understood it to the best of my ability, and I want to be able to open it up for any questions as well.
Terry, I'm going to make a comment. Can you hear me?
Yep, can hear
Oh,
you.
great. Yeah, great. That was amazing. I learn something every time I watch your presentation. I love it. And I want to reiterate something really important you said. Um, People say, I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to sell anything. And I go, thank God.
Yeah,
Because,
exactly.
right? Because, no one wants to sell anything. But what you said is so important. We become professional sharers of the technology. And so when you're in that mindset and you're in that uh, state where you want to share it because you have something so incredible that will help so many people, it's so different than I'm trying to sell you on something. And so, I just wanted to reiterate that because I think that really is key for a lot of people, especially new people who, are just getting started and they're just learning about the technology, but
Yeah,
just
exactly.
become a, yeah.
Exactly right, Carolyn. Here's the thing. I mean, I didn't get in this originally because I was still in our family business at the time. I didn't get in this to have a windfall financially. I got in it, and I think I can speak for my dear friend Kevin as well. We got in this to help people from day one, and we have had what Kevin deemed as Kleenex moments so many times in this business because you help somebody and you know they can't repay you, but you have to be able to, um, you have to be a product sharer. This isn't about you're not going to make all kinds of money selling wholesale to retail. I mean, it's a great spot if you want to do a vendor event or little home parties or whatever. That's great ways to get leads for people. But if you're reaching out to people that are business minded people that want to use, a couple packs of patches themselves every month, maybe gain a few free ones, and they want to understand how to build the sales volume and what they're actually building, then makes no mistakes about it. To present this business, they have to duplicate what the CEO of this company is doing, and he's building a worldwide distribution network of millions of people. Now think about it. His goal is to share this technology with 1 billion people worldwide. Well, can you imagine? That's his worldwide distribution network of customers, wholesale members. It's so phenomenal to think that Jay, our CEO, is going to have a worldwide distribution network of 1 billion people with our products, made up of customers, wholesale members, practitioners, and business builders. And so I look at it and thought, wow, that's a light bulb moment for me, because if I'm going to duplicate anything and want to make money, I don't want to be a patch salesman. I want to be a technology share. I want to be a lateral and dynamic stability assessment um, leader so that I can actually call myself a technician or whatever you want. But I want to be able to share the technology and offer people a solution that's drug-free to something they either may be struggling with or something that they're looking to improve upon in their life. And a lot of times people don't even know that they can be better, because the old thing comes in, Carolyn, is what if? What if I could help you be less tired at 3 in the afternoon? So you don't feel like every time you walk by a couch, it wants to grab you, or a lazy boy chair, it wants to suck you in. Do you know what I mean? So people don't even know how much better they can be because they have nothing to compare it to. And that's why we want people to use it for 30 days and journal. And then when they get interested and they want to learn, hey, what's this opportunity? You have to know what the opportunity is to present to people so that they can make an informed decision. Because people cannot make an informed decision unless they have enough information to make that decision. But people just want to sign up. They sometimes get caught in the euphoria of the product and what it's done. And then they can't get questions answered by their sponsor. Their sponsor doesn't know what they're doing because their sponsor didn't do it. So there's just this chain reaction. It's like a kinetic chain, and Kevin will know that term, being a sports therapist. It's like a kinetic chain of just people not presenting. And I always say, like, what if Jay hired anyone on this call to sell a franchise for him, and it was a true franchise, and for every franchise you sold, you would get $5,000. I would bet that everyone on this call would know everything about their super patch, about their products, about the studies, about their back office, about the commissions, about the CapEx program for customer acquisition. You would know everything about it, because if you couldn't answer the prospect's questions in an interview process about buying a franchise and you couldn't answer their questions, I think the prospect would probably get up and say, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in buying it from you. You don't know what you're doing. You can't answer any of my questions. So I think it's incumbent upon all of us as business builders to do our best over time, and it doesn't have to come overnight, but to do our best over time and understand first and foremost what the business opportunity is. And the business opportunity, I suggest, is not to sell patches. It's to share technology with the world. And in doing so, we commit to a financial responsibility, and we share that with others, and they'll commit to it, and you duplicate that, you'll be very, very successful. So.
And Terry, there is so much information to know and learn, but we learn as we grow, and we have a great team of people here to help. So I love the leadership that we have, and the one team mentality that this company, I've never seen anything like it. So it's
I can't agree with you more. And Carolyn, I'm happy, just so you know, for anybody on this call, I'm happy to share this slide deck. It will go through email. It's not that big, that if you can listen to the recording and want to go through it, and if you have people anybody on this call, you want me to present until you feel comfortable enough doing it on your own, I'm happy to do that for anybody on this call that wants it. And Carolyn, and for me, it's been a joy. It's been a journey to help people, and it's been a real joy to teach people how to present this so that people can make an informed decision and decide for themselves whether they can do this or what category they want to fall into. Because the product itself is absolutely incredible. But if you know how to present it, then you'll have better retention. People will know what's expected of them, and they will stay longer. I've seen it, and I've proven it.
Yeah.
So
now, I'd love to. I'm just respecting everyone's time. Are there any questions? We'd love to open it up to you. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand, unmute, go ahead and jump in. Anybody?
good to see James on here. Hi, James.
Hello, how you doing?
Good to see you again.
Hey,
Yes,
James.
I
We want to come to Florida and do something.
We're talking about it. We're
come on
talking.
down.
So,
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
I'm waiting for my event, July the 17th at the U.S. Open in Orlando.
oh, cool. Yeah. Nice.
Amazing. All
Nice.
right.
Well, Carolyn, thank you so much for asking me to come on. It's just a thrill, and it's always a pleasure. I'd like Kevin just to say hello, because Kevin was on our call the other day, and Kevin's my partner in crime here as well. And man, we've been on this. This has been an 11-year journey for us, and it's just I think we'll co-author a book someday, Kev.
Yeah, I think it'd be a #1 hit. Let me tell you, for all you rookies coming onto the family, as Terry alluded to, as you start sharing this technology, and it's like any athlete, you come down to fundamentals. And as Terry has so well presented in regards to knowing the business, probably the other most important thing with this business model that we have is get very comfortable and competent at doing the lateral and dynamic stability assessment, as Terry calls it.
Yeah.
And once you get comfortable with that, I assure you, I was sharing with Carolyn Friday on my way home from work of what we have seen with this demonstration when people say, "Oh, I'm good," and you will proceed to correct them on that statement because they're not good. And this is something Terry and I have learned over 11 years of sharing this balance assessment. And this is the aha moment in regards to bringing hope and inspiration to people who either A, know they have challenges, which you'll meet, or B, at the highest level, thinking, how are you going to help me? You're like, I look at you, Kev, and I look at me going, it's not the same. I said, no, no, no. It's not what's on the outside, what's on the inside. And what our tech does with the brain is, as Terry has explained, there is nothing, and I will go to my grave on this, folks. There is nothing in the world that does what this technology does instantaneously with the demonstration, with the victory, the boost, or the Liberty patch. It doesn't exist. So you know you're going to the bank now, that every time you step up to the plate, if you're playing baseball, you're going to hit a home run. You just have to get proficient at it. And we have veterans on this team. Welcome to sports. The veterans help the rookies. Why? Jay taught me. That guy was around at the beginning, right? It was how it works. I said, so what do we do? Terry and I at the beginning, what do we do? Go help others. Why? The more people we have out there sharing this, we will get to where we need to get to. So this is where the teamwork mentality comes in. And if you play a team, you all play different positions, but we work together and we will get where we need to get to. And so this is the fun part of meeting like-minded people that are just stoked to go do the demo. I'm just telling you right now, because I just get fired up when I get to go do this opportunity. And Terry and I have a lot of fun with this because it's very humbling. And it's also very inspiring for people that have challenges and to see that there is hope out there. They just have to hear the message. And the message is coming from people like you and I. So looking forward to
well said, Kevin.
Thanks, Tim.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Okay. I can stop.
Always.
Can I stop the recording now?
Yes, please do. Wonderful.